Greetings and salutations, and welcome into the channel. This is my 15th chapter in Conqueror Parish, the C.O.P Chronicles. The Meander. Picking up exactly where I left off in chapter 14, I'm sitting on the northeast ridge overlooking Northeast Airfield. And it's looking pretty quiet. Still quite undecided as to whether I'm going to go home or continue on my journey to the armory down in Ch15. Or I could just meander about like a fart in a windstorm, which is probably more the case. For now, I guess it's just one foot in front of the other and look before I leap. I'm still quite close to the 7 Deadlies base. I need to be aware of them. And let that be a stark reminder as to what could happen if I don't pay attention. Rest in peace. It's evident that we're in the fall of the year. Trees are starting to turn color, however, unseasonably warm. You can see the heat dissipating. Off in the distance, it's creating a haze in your draw about 400 to 500 meters. Under this radio tower is a custom base location, currently not occupied. And this radio tower itself, well, it looks into Northeast Airfield, as well as down into the 7 Deadlies base. I want to make good damn well ensure that there's no one up there peeking them before I make a move. Well, it looks like the haze isn't thick enough to hide the 7 Deadlies base. If it was any clearer, I'd be able to see what they're having for breakfast. Close enough for a well-placed headshot. You can't really see it through these optics. But that tower is surrounded by water. It's a moated castle. Between those two stone walls, 360 degrees, surrounded by water. The entrance is an elevated bridge. Only one way in, only one way out. And you want to talk about a hell of a lot of gates. That's for the offliners. This crew's a decent crew. When you're calling out that you're coming, they'll open up a lot of them. Make it fair for you. They like the fight. They're not hoarding loot. And no, I'm going to stop you right there. It's not what you think. This is not a pay-to-play server. Every custom location you have seen or will see in these chronicles are already implemented into the map. And all of these locations are first come, first serve. If you want to find a nice base, you got to get out and look for a nice base. Donations to the server are absolutely appreciated. It doesn't give you an advantage over another player. You donate out of appreciation for the time and effort and the opportunity to play, not to gain something. What you gain is the opportunity to contribute to a community that you enjoy, a community that provides very little toxicity, where if you let it, you'll find camaraderie, competition, and some good laughs. And I would say out of all the servers that I'm playing, this would be my go-to. I can do and play whatever style I want here. If I want to avoid people and PvE it, I know right where to go. However, keeping in mind I am a hardcore enthusiast, and I consider players as part of the environment, so the threat of being killed by another player in PvE is always in my mind. Ergo, if I'm playing PvE and I feel another player is a threat to my life, I should be able to mitigate that threat as I see fit. Alright, too much yammering, not enough meandering. Let's get to it, shall we? What in hell is that in the distance? It looks like a bunch of oversized dead rot with houses. Tree houses. My nipples have been tweaked with curiosity. And that puts to rest the question of where I'm going. This is the opposite direction of home. Hey, little guy. I'll take this as a good omen. After all, he is a fox, as am I. And he's leading the way. He knows exactly where I want to go. He's all like, Black Lake is this way, buddy. I know. This is the road into Northeast Airfield. You want to be very careful crossing the road here. Look both ways. More importantly, listen. You always got to be listening. Sometimes that's very hard to do, especially when you're running with more than one person. Big reason why I hate party chat. I'd rather keep the game immersive and just use game chat. Which is also my biggest complaint with Arma. Back in Everon, platoon chat was polluted with garbage. No radio comms, discipline, zero, none. And if you shut your radio off to try to ignore it, you cut yourself out of the loop. So this is why most times I'm running alone. It's not that I don't want company, I just need to hear. And if I'm going to walk into a fight and can't hear, I might as well be blindfolded as well. Kind of looks like Ewok Village. Yub nub. Need some grass hut roofs, and it would look exactly like Endor. There's an old bed and breakfast just up this ridgeline. See if anyone's living there. Well, there doesn't appear to be any construction there. That I see anyway. There could be some interior walls. Not really worth my time taking a look though. This is a pretty popular rest area for survivors pushing out of Berezino. Or treasure seekers or salvagers that are heading off to the Riffy wreck, which is a fairly large frigate that is run aground just under a lighthouse. Go figure. There's great loot to be salvaged there. However, toxic gas looms over that area. You better be geared and prepared if you're going to venture over there. And as you recall, in Chapter 2, arriving at my old base, I do have all the gear for that gas zone. However, I highly doubt that gear is there now. It's been weeks. I swear to God, you spend enough time in this bush, you start hearing the mushroom. He's telling me someone's close. And there's another one, chanting the same. Interesting. It's an interesting concept, but I don't know if I would actually try to make a base. I have to swing around, see if I can get a better angle. I can only see a fraction of this. Well, hello. Them mushrooms weren't lying. I've caught someone building. What are you doing now? Oh, don't fall before I get a chance to kill you. Come on, Bubbles, it's not rocket appliance. Get up on your flag roof and jump on the thing. Don't know why you want up there, but that's how you're gonna get up there. Quit dicking around. Now he's jumping on the spot, having a look, thinking, yeah, I want up there. Boop. This is almost painful to watch. Another hop in the air, another one. Boop. All right, let's try this again. Down. Get up on your roof, buddy. Turn around. Turn around. Hey, if you can hear me, turn around. Just turn around. Turn around. There you go. There you go. Now, up and over. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe I can fly. I believe that. Oh, there you go. Now, what are you aiming to do up there? Are you gonna build up there? Going up to have a look around? Having some lunch, maybe? You're shivering cold. What the hell are you up to? Are you fixing the log out? I can't believe he's about to log out in a tree. After all that, I think not, my friend. Good night. Well, that first shot knocked him, and the fall killed him. Kill feed would confirm. I was robbed from that kill. However, I'll take the assist. A lot of people would question why I would even bother to take that kill. That player had no idea I was there. I could have just moved around. Well, let me tell you why. It's too close to my home. And if history shows, people expand. Eventually, they'll find where I live. And then, they'll try to break in. This way here, maybe I'll deter them from living around here. And they'll push on. I don't know if he was alone or not, didn't take the time to look. But I'm not sticking around. He'll eventually come back looking for his body. Northeast Airfield is a spawn area. And it's just up the road to my right flank. As the crow flies. Alright, I'm across the highway, well away from that build. I think I'm out of the immediate danger area. Still good to be cautious, though. This old river gorge comes down from Northeast Airfield. It's directly across the road from Black Lake, where that Ewok village was in the trees. And that poor bastard that's laid out on his back. Good fishing here. It's changed a little bit. Let's go take a look. these trees that are laying like weeping willows. Great places to have a fire after a fish. Better in the day than at night, for obvious reasons. I've been through here before, but I'm not recognizing this. This is different. This mountain face never used to be here. And it doesn't look like there's a passage forward. You used to be able to get right around to the road. Well, I'm not getting around that way unless I plan on getting wet. I think I'm going to go back up and around. Check this out. It has stimulated my perineum quite vigorously. The closer I get to that road, the more I expose myself to that base again. Well, I do believe I've found myself a cavern. Let's hope it's empty. This side looks like a dead end. Alright, back around. Not a whole lot of room. I don't think you could get a vehicle down here. Maybe a four-wheel drive. And a dead end here. Leaves a fairly large entrance to board up, but it's very doable. This wouldn't be a bad spot to have base. A little close to the Ewoks over in Endor Village over there. Endor Village, you know what I mean. Right over there. Those fellers. You could get into a sniping match from door to door. Well, still quite close to home, but far enough to continue. I think I'll head over to Mount Clen. It's just west of Northeast Airfield. And from there, we'll point the compass south and head to the armory. That is, if we're not distracted along the way. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Well, I'm not dragging my fat ass back up that rock face. Around the lake it is. Yep, I do believe a skilled carpenter could make very good use out of that cavern. Such as myself. Don't want to brag. Built a few cool bases in my day. Some pretty shit ones. It's a very involved learning process. Trust me. Don't mind me. I'm just freeing up inventory space. Interesting. I'm not the only one to have come this way recently. Perhaps it's those guys at Ewok Village. This line of trees is usually pretty good, bearing fruit. I'm gonna check them. Not so much for the food, but as an indication if anyone's been through this way. Oh, there we go. There's a pear. Little snack. Now here I gotta be really careful. This road to my left leads out of Berezino. High traffic route, especially for Freshie. Well, that's Mount Clen, but I don't know what that is on top of Mount Clen. Definitely need to go take a look. I'll stick to the tree line and forage fruit and mushrooms along the way, if I'm lucky. It's all uphill from here. I'll be sucking back the water like there's no tomorrow. And since I'm right here, I might as well check out that house. Backtracking a little bit, but it's not that far. All right, you, sir, will have to go. Good night. I bid you adieu. Now, what are the chances someone was in that house and heard me? Probably slim to none. But just to let you know, that shot isn't silent, it's suppressed. That click could still be heard from 25 to 50 meters away. That bastard tanked both of those shots. Well, that's disappointing. I'm unable to pick it up. It won't give me the prompt. Crap. Could have used that for a little bit of fun. Snap up this oyster mushroom that I found. Just as good as red pine, only better. Yes, I understand. The shortest distance is a straight line. But I'm meandering around looking at these trees to see if anyone's been up this way, or if anyone's up there waiting for me. But I've found nothing edible in the last few hundred meters, so I don't think anyone's been up this side of the mountain anyway, for a little while. Yeah, this is kind of like Ewok Village. Only these structures are blocked in with concrete slab. Let's go take another look. Or a closer look, rather. Well, that would be a sketchy run. No railings. I really don't see how effective this would be as a group's compound. Everything is too spread apart. A lot of wide open spaces, uneven terrain. I think these would be better suited for solos. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would take an awful lot of building to secure this perimeter. I ain't up for that. Definitely an interesting area, especially for travelers to stop, get some shelter, light a fire, get out of the rain. It's doable. It's usable. I like it. Hey, lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. And there we're sitting, the Red Bean on Glen Mountain. And the armory, well, it's way down here, down by Ch15. All right, let's go pick me a shack to grab a nap. I've had a long day. It's quite the meander. Hopefully my homicide will keep the demons away tonight. Yes, sir, that's some damn beautiful land out there. It's a shame what we've done to it. Well, what we've done to ourselves. The land will long survive us. That's for certain. That right there is the town of Krasno, a small city. It sits just northwest of Northeast Airfield. Very close. I've essentially just meandered myself into a large horseshoe. Well, I will say this about this location. The way the land is cleared around the summit of this hill, if one could secure a perimeter, you have an excellent view of 360 degrees of anyone coming. But it's the people you don't see coming that you gotta worry about, I guess, right? Alright, my eyes are getting heavy. Let's go grab the first bunk I find.
Steps echo in the misty air. Shadows dance, but no one's there. The trees whisper secrets I can't decode. This empty road feels like my heavy load. Lost in Daisy, where the sun won't rise. Wandering forever under pale gray skies. Every heart beats a question, every breath a fight. Lost in Daisy, where there's no end in sight.
You can say that again. Daisy, the never-ending story. Every day is a new tale.
In the silent breeze, a ghost town's curse, I'm on my knees. The stars have vanished, the moon won't speak. My soul grows hollow, my will feels
Alright,
weak.
cold concrete floor for bed it is.
Is it survival or just decay?
Thanks for checking on me.
When every path betrayed.